Hey guys, what's up? It's Kayla. I'm back with another video. So I'm starting off with my brows. I did just do a tutorial on this on how to do my brows, but I wanted to show you guys how I've been doing them lately with eyeshadow. So I'm taking Makeup Geek's Mocha, and I'm also taking Carbon from MAC. It's a black shadow, and I'm mixing the both of these to give me like a dark brown shade. And on an e.l.f. angled brush, I'm just filling in my eyebrows. I love doing this way. I have not done this technique of like filling in your brows in so long, and one day I was just being lazy and didn't feel like using my Anastasia Dip Brow, which is still like my favorite to use on brows, and I've just did this, and ever since I did that I've been doing this nonstop. So I'm taking a spoolie to blend out my brows, and then taking my Holy Grail concealer, which is my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Cool Tan. You guys know I love this concealer. I have not stopped using it since I got it almost a year ago, and I love to use this concealer to clean up my brows. And Cool Tan is about 2 shades lighter than me. I use this for highlighting, so I'm taking that on another e.l.f. angle brush and just carving out my brows, which I'm just pretty much cleaning them up just so they can look nicer and more fresh. And then after I'm done blending the concealer downwards, I'm taking a smaller kabuki brush and I'm going to blend that out. You want to be sure to blend it out really well, so it's no harsh lines and it doesn't look like you have a whole bunch of concealer caked up underneath your brows. That's not cute. I'm doing the same thing to the other side, just blending the concealer downwards after I'm done carving my brows out, and with the same kabuki brush, just blending the concealer out. Now, I suggest using a foundation or a concealer that matches your actual skin tone when doing the top of your brows, but I decided to be a little rebel when I recorded this video. I was being lazy and used like the same concealer I used to highlight underneath my brows, but I was just sure to not use a lot of product at all, and then I blended out the concealer really well so it doesn't look like we have those like floating brows. And then you always want to set your brows, and I'm using my e.l.f. clear mascara and brow gel to do so. Next, I'm taking a white eyeshadow base, and this is from NYX. I have not used this one in so long. You guys know I've been loving the NYX eyeshadow base in Skin Tone, which is the more nude shade, but I have not used this white one in so long. And the reason you want to use a white base or like a white jumbo pencil, whatever you have, is just so the colors that we're using today can stand out more. Next, going into my City Color Contour Effects palette, I'm taking that bronze shade just because I feel like it's the perfect cool tone, but in a way still warm toned light brown shade that actually shows up on me and looks good. So I'm using that as a transition color in my crease on my Royal Care Cosmetics brush, and I'm not applying this in any specific way, just throwing it in the crease just to so we can make our shadows easier to blend. Next, I'm taking the Amrezy Palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and on the same brush I'm taking the Morocco shade, which is like a red slash orange kind of color, and I'm using that and also popping that into my crease. And it's also going to kind of work as my transition color, but I'm taking that a little bit lower than that bronze shade that we applied, which was with the light brown shade. So on the Urban Decay brush, I'm just taking the same Morocco color and just popping it into my crease just to pack some more color. And sorry about the quality of the sun. I'm using natural sunlight that day, or I was using natural sunlight, and the sun kind of disappeared in the cloud. So I lost my sunlight, but I'm taking Chickadee from Makeup Geek. Not sure why I wanted to use this, but I like the way it made the eyeshadows look. Next, I'm taking this Bare Minerals shadow, and it's like a really light pink. It's so pretty, you guys. Honestly, I forget the name of it. I'm away on spring break, so I'm not at school right now, and I didn't bring that eyeshadow with me. So next week sometime, I will update the description box below with the correct name. But right now, we're just going to call it the Bare Minerals eyeshadow, and it's like in a light pink color. It's so freaking pretty in person. Oh, I love it. Next, taking the Urban Decay brush, I didn't take any extra product. I'm just blending out the edges and just making sure there's no harsh lines, and just to make sure that the eyeshadow looks nice. And then I did my liner and lashes off camera. Now, my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, I'm taking my L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation, and I am in the shade Soft Sable. You guys know this is one of my favorite foundations. I talked about this in my Drugstore foundations video, which I'll link down below for you. And I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Cool Tan and my Maybelline Fit Me in Medium to highlight my face on the same brush. You guys know these two are my favorite concealers at the moment. So that's what I'm doing. Nothing has really changed. Next, I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut and doing a cream contour today. And using that same sponge, I'm going to blend it out. Cream contouring gives you a nice natural look, and I just love it. And after I'm done blending all the areas where I contoured at with the sponge, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. It's like a dual fiber stippling brush, and I'm going to blend everything out just to make sure like there's no harsh lines at all. And then after I'm done blending everything out, I'm going to go back in with that chestnut concealer and just kind of like contour I want to say my jawline and around my chin area just to make it a little bit more narrow. And with the same sponge, I'm going to blend that out. And then I'm going to take the concealer one more time and go ahead and contour my nose with the same concealer. I like to do it step by step because sometimes I feel like this concealer dries really fast, and once I feel like if you don't blend it out fast enough, it will become harder to blend. So I like to highlight, blend it out, contour, blend it out. I like to do it that way instead of all at once. But it's my personal preference. You can do it how you would like. Then I'm taking the Cool Tan shade, which is the shade I use to highlight, the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I pretty much just applied that down my nose and blended it out just to clean up the contour on my nose. Next, I'm taking my Nye Banana Powder just to set my under eye, my nose, forehead, chin, cupid's bow, everywhere I highlight it with that LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I'm using an e.l.f. blush brush. I've been using this brush for like months now. I love it. This is like my favorite setting powder. Like, I really need to expand and get more, but I just love it. It's just perfect for me. Next, I'm taking my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Matte Powder on my big fluffy brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just setting my face, and I'm in the shade 240. Next, I'm taking my Amrezy Palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and on a Royal Care Cosmetics brush, it's like a fluffy angled brush, I'm taking that shade Morocco and just applying that to my lower lash line. I really didn't want like a super smoked out lash line or anything crazy like defined, so that's why I'm taking a more like fluffy brush to apply that. But then I will take an angled brush and apply the shade Deep Plum just so I can have some type of definition underneath my lower lash line and give my lashes a little bit more definition. I'm not the type of person, well, I won't say I'm not the type of person, but I don't really like to put like eyeliners in my waterline or anything like that. I just never been a huge fan of it because it makes my eyes water, but I will do it here and there. But for this look, I really kind of wanted to tone it down a little bit, so I decided to go ahead and just take that Deep Plum color. And doing that really helps. And then I'm also taking that brush and blending out that Deep Plum again. And then I am taking my MAC Zoom Fast Black Lash Mascara. That is a tongue twister. And applying that to my top and lower lashes. I love this mascara. I think I might go buy the full size because I really freaking love it. So after I'm done applying the mascara, I'm taking my City Color Contour Effects palette, and on this kabuki brush, I'm blending the contour shade and the bronze shade in together just to like bronze and contour my face at the same time. I've been doing this lately and I just love the way it looks. So that's what I decided to do today. Plus I didn't want anything too like super sculpted or anything. So I love the way that came out. Then I'm taking I believe a BH Cosmetics like angled brush, and I'm going to contour my nose. And first I'm taking the bronze shade, and then I'm going to take some random eyeshadow brush I have, and I'm going to take the contour shade, which is that really dark brown color, to also contour my nose even further. But you'll see how I do it and what I do. And as you can see, it kind of created like two harsh lines because like that color is really dark. And I probably took too much. So what I'm going to do is go back in with that BH Cosmetics brush I used to first contour my nose and just blend it out. Then I'm going to take my little fingers and blend it out even more. And just to be on the safe side, I'm going to take that big powder brush from Real Techniques. I didn't take any extra powder. I just like pretty much just took it and blended out my nose, and it all came together. Next, I'm taking the City Color Be Matte Blush in Blackberry. It's the most perfect, pretty, mauvey pink blush ever. I just love it. And on my Coastal Scents brush, I'm using that and applying the blush, obviously. This brush is like everything. I've been sleeping on it. I've had it for a while. And sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, but I love it. Next, I'm taking this City Color Contour. No, why do I keep saying that? City Color Cosmetics Highlight and Bronzer Palette. You guys seen it on my channel before. It's like the little quad. It comes with 4 colors. I'm using the first 2 to highlight my face. And then I'm highlighting my nose, forehead, and Cupid's bow as well. Oh, and I took like a big fan brush from Coastal Scents. After I'm done doing that, I just took my brush and just blended everything out. Next, I'm taking this Milani Color Statement lipstick in Pretty Natural. You guys know I've been on a roll with Milani lipsticks. I swear I'm going to get every color that they have because I just love them. They're one of the best drugstore lipsticks in my opinion. I love these guys so much. So I'm taking that. And then I took some random CoverGirl one. I just needed something to tone down that pink a little bit because it was too pinky for me. That color was more like a nudish, pinkish color. Then I'm taking this Milani Brilliant Shine Lip Gloss in Ravish Raspberry just to add some gloss to my lips. Then going in with my Urban Decay Sin and Naked palette. Oh my god, my Urban Decay Naked palette. I'm taking Sin and Virgin on like a Coastal Scents definer brush and just applying that in my inner corners of my eye. I like to do this last, or at least after like my eye makeup is completely finished, just because I feel like it ties the look together and I can kind of see what color I want to put there because sometimes I'm not sure, you know, so I like to do that last. And then after that, I did not take any additional product. I just took whatever was left on the brush and applied it to my brow bone just to give it an extra lift and make it look more luminous and just make the eyeshadow look really pretty. And you guys, that completes my final look. Don't forget to set your face with a setting spray if you're going anywhere. I didn't. So, yeah, I wasn't going anywhere. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you haven't seen my last video, which was my favorite drugstore foundations, I will have a link down in the description box. Or you can click the little picture and it will take you right there. Thanks so much, you guys. I love you. And I'll see you later. Bye.